Hey everyone, this is Chansky bringing you another StarCraft 2 video with commentary, and this is Game 2 between Rukuso and Magic. We saw a pretty good game between Rukuso and Magic in Game 1 on Lost Temple, where Rukuso went for the 1-1-1 strat, Hellions, Marines,
I think if Tony had Ultralist that game.
And Magic did not. He was Zerg, so of course he couldn't. In this game, we are on Kulas, Ravine, and Magic is once again playing Zerg. Rukuso is purple. This time he's Protoss, and I don't think Rukuso plays too much Protoss. And my friend's messaging me right now, so I'm just going to respond real quick. That was close, guys. I almost recorded one of his deep, dark secrets. But here we go. We've got a pylon going down for Rukuso and a quick scout. He's scouting in the wrong direction, of course. Rukuso at the bottom right of this map, and Magic at the bottom left of this map as Zerg. It looks like Magic is going for an interesting diagonal scout. His drone, though, is scouting the wrong direction. Diagonal scout is not a bad idea in this map for the Zerg Overlord. And the reason is that if you get the Overlord into the middle of the map, you can see where the your opponent's scouts are coming from. And based on your drone, you can kind of guess whether or not they're in the third or fourth position that you were going to scout from. It looks like Magic saw the probe, and he's going to go for the top right, thinking that Rukuso did a late-ish scout. Now, Rukuso is doing a gateway it's not a block, it's kind of like a mini block, where if you stick a unit right here and have it hold position or something, other small units won't be able to get through. And that's a good strat on this map, because you don't want to get 6-pooled by the Zerg. And hopefully Rukuso got these out quick enough. But because Magic is not doing a 6-pool, I think a 6-pool would have gotten it. It's too bad I don't have a timer here. I won't be able to see whether or not this was fast enough to stop a 6-pool, but Rukuso would need to charge this gateway in order to do so. And Magic did not really scout Rukuso, so I have no idea what he has. So there's the Zealot. He needs to hold position. If he doesn't hold position, that drone's going to get through, and a drone gets through. That's very poor by Rukuso. He needs to catch that right away, and I'm sure he's kicking himself right now because of it. Now that drone with that 11 HP slowly regenerating is going to see everything that's happening with Rukuso. And he sees that Rukuso has an assimilator. He doesn't have to worry about a ton of early Zealots coming out. He sees that there's no charges on the gateway. He only sees that there's one Zealot. You know, the probes are desperately trying to get that drone out of here, but it's not working. That Zealot's not going to take it out. Good for Rukuso. That drone is out, but you know, it's very difficult for Toss to get rid of scouts early in the game. They need to rush Stalker or really catch the other guy's scout by surprise. And Rukuso's, you can see that Rukuso doesn't play Toss. He's got this money invested in this Zealot on this gateway that's not building it because he doesn't have enough Psi, and that's gonna put him down for about 20 seconds and put him behind. Now, let's go to Magic here. He's got the one assimilator. I'm sorry, the one extractor, and it looks like he's going Zerglings. He's got a lot of Zerglings, and it looks like he might go for one of those 18 Zergling rushes. Not really a rush, but he's morphing Lair, and he might be using those Zerglings to either pressure or delay Rukuso or pressure Rukuso just long enough so that he can get whatever it is that he's trying to tech out into the field, mass that up to a sufficient number, and use that to his advantage. So Magic making a lot of Zerglings here. No expansion for Magic this time. It's a little hard to protect your expansion on this map because your base is more vulnerable. There is no vision blocking cliff ramp. There are two ways into your expansion, a possible third way into both your expansion and your natural. So it's not very easy to defend your income, your bases on this map. But there are interesting quirks about this map. These Xel'Naga watchtowers cover a lot of this terrain, and knowing these positions, I wouldn't be surprised if one or the other player decide to go ahead and break their side of these destructible rocks so that they can get these Xel'Naga watchtowers as well, then with both or all 4 of these watchtowers, they would have pretty good surveillance of the entire map. And the only way you could be able to circumvent that is if you went air and kind of anticipated that the other player would have the Xel'Naga watchtower, then purposely moving around the watchtowers to get around being scouted. But we'll go back to Rukuso's base now. He's got the Twilight Council. He's going Blink Stalker. If he can go against Zerg, it can work, but on this map it doesn't give you too much of an advantage because, once again, there aren't too many cliffs. He'll need the vision on this raised expansion, and so he'll probably want to break those rocks or get an observer or something like that. He's going to send his probe in. He knows that magic is here. Sending the probe in is going to give him an idea of what magic has. Now he knows that he's got a ton of Zerglings, all with the adrenal glands upgrade, and there Rukuso is going to retreat. He knows that he cannot take all those Zerglings in an open map like this. He's going to move back and save his stalkers from certain death. I'm not sure where he's going right now. Maybe just randomly click, but those Zerglings are moving out, and Rukuso really needs to block right now and stop making stalkers. He needs to block this with Zealots immediately and get some more of Robobay. Not sure if he plans on going Immortals or teching to Colossus, but Rukuso looks like he's just going to scout for another expansion. He knows in game 1 that magic did a quick expand, and based on his current scout, all he saw was Zerglings. So he might be expecting a hidden expansion somewhere, and I think Rukuso's not microing his army very well. But we now see what Magic was up to. He was building a Nidus network, and he scouting with Overlords to look for an appropriate place to drop, and there it is. Rukuso's gonna hear this. Hopefully he hears this. It's gonna, and actually Rukuso sees it before you can hit it. Normally when a Nidus comes out, it gives you a chance to take it out because it'll make a screeching noise, explode into the air, wave all over the place. It'll be really obvious. Now Rukuso knows the trick. He knows what's gonna happen. He expects that Zerglings are gonna be are all filed into this, and he's moving his army back just in case Magic tries to do something else. And Rukuso's dropping a photon cannon here, just in case anything of that sort happens. Looks like Rukuso's going for the Bay, so chances are there's going to be Colossus. He's upgrading the damage, which is a good idea against Zerg, especially if you're going Colossus. He'll probably want the range as well. Not a lot of cliffs to walk on, but this is a very good combo for this map because he won't need to break these rocks. He can just move his Colossus near this cliff and walk up the cliff. But here we go. We have Rukuso, and he's in a lot of trouble. There's no way he's going to get away from those Zerglings. No way he's overrun him. Those stalkers and those zealots are gone. He's trying to get away, but there's no way. Those zealots are going to die and those stalkers are going to die. That's why he really needed to protect his army and micro his army, but it doesn't look like he's succeeding in that front. Those Zerglings are going to kill Rukuso's entire army and then either degenerate or make a push on his main. I would totally make a push on his main. You get to see if Rukuso actually has anything, rather than playing it too safe and trying to regenerate your Zerglings. Rukuso has Zealots there, and they're all holding positions, so Magic looks like he's going to harass Rukuso, but Rukuso has warp gates, so he was able to warp reinforcements in. Now he's getting some range so that the Zerglings can't even attack the building. And I really want to know if Magic has the drop ability on the Overlord, because if he has, then he can just drop straight into the base and kill everything. But it looks like Rukuso's getting the Colossus out. He's building a third gateway. He's building a third gateway and a fourth gateway in order to try to take something out. And I'm not sure what Magic was trying to accomplish here. He might have been trying to rush down into the corner of Rukuso's base during all that commotion, but Rukuso did not miss a beat. He is a trained map scouter. He stares at the minimap as he plays, which is what you should be doing. Now that Colossus is out, it looks like Rukuso is going to go for an expansion. He's on the defense, and rather than being more aggressive, he's gonna go and try to expand. Now, it looks like Magic has placed all his Zerglings back into that Nidus network. Quick math here. So oh, that Nidus is up, and Rukuso's in a lot of trouble. He needs to protect that Colossus. Those Zerglings are pouring out. He needs to use those warp gates. Rukuso has so much money. Use those warp gates. He has Sai, he has money. He can use those warp gates right now and bring Zealots onto the field. That's exactly what he needs. Magic is not able to do anything with those Zerglings, and now Rukuso's going to push out.
Okay, never mind.
Rukuso knows that there's nothing. He knows that Magic has lair tech, but that's it. Now Magic is he's gonna go for that Spire. I think that's a bad idea. That Spire is not gonna come out quickly enough. And Rukuso's doing exactly what he needs to be doing, getting that Thermal Lance upgrade, because he's anticipating that Magic is going to have static defenses up, and Magic does not. Magic should be building static defenses right now. He should be making Spine Crawlers, not trying to push air. He has no units right now. Magic has no units, and this is definitely the end of the game for Magic. GG. Dude, I've been trying to play that game.